Hallo Leute, welcome back to this video. Today I'm going to show you how you can make real-time water sims in Blender. First off, the technique I'm going to show you is not really a water simulation, more like a simulation for a water simulation, if that makes any sense. But you can still get very impressive results. So first we're gonna start with deleting all of the things and adding a plane. Then it is really important to have enough geometry. For that I'm gonna use the subsurface modifier, click on simple and just use a decent amount of geometry. 6 times is not that much, so maybe you should do a little more. You can just add another subsurface modifier, but here you have to think about your performance, because that's almost all the performance is gonna suffer from. So it's not the simulation itself, but the subsurface modifiers. Then you're going to add a sphere, and I like to give the sphere a little more geometry. Oops, wrong. That's the right one. And apply and shade smooth. And now we come to the important part. You're going to the physics and go to dynamic paint and do the same with the ball or whatever object you want to interact with the water. And for the sphere you have to check type brush. The plane is gonna be the water and the sphere is gonna be the brush. Now you can click add brush and just leave it like that. And here for the plane, add canvas. And now is the important part. We don't want this checkbox here saying paint. We want it to say waves. And now you can see that there is happening something. And here you can see the resolution real good for your plane. So here we can make it higher or less high. But that's really using a lot of memory, so maybe don't do it as high as it can go. You can of course here for the render use a higher resolution. Then you can just click play and you see that there's waves, and you can interact with the waves. Wait, I'm gonna shade smooth real quick. Now you can see that if I'm taking this sphere, I can move it around and it interacts with the water around it. And you can now change a few settings. For example, if you don't want your animation to last 250 frames, you can change it here. And you can also change the substeps. The substeps are good to make it to a higher value, because when I drag the sphere here and then I'm going real fast up or down, it doesn't register it. And then you have to make sub-steps higher or to let it register. And then you can render it.